the rights of Tatars are not being guaranteed is the insufficient status of the republic. Therefore, we demand independence. We are a multinational republic and a multinational Supreme Soviet. We guarantee the rights of all people living on the territory of the republic. The President of the Republic, Menti Mirshami, emphasized that state power will not permit the unconstitutional interference in its activities. According to information from the Ukrinform news agency, on the Crimea, a referendum is being prepared to which residents will answer the question, do you favor independence of the Crimea in a union with other states or not? The organizers of the referendum petition drive have been registered for 2 months with the Central Election Committee of the Crimean Autonomous Republic. The roots of the situation can be found in the confused political situation in which Crimea finds itself, beginning with the 1854 transfer of the Crimea from Russian to Ukrainian jurisdiction. But the residents of Ukraine themselves and the Crimea decided on the December 1st referendum to declare Ukrainian independence. On the other hand, there are bilateral treaties between Russia and Ukraine which guarantee the territorial integrity of both states. The flame was stoked by the issue of the fate of Crimea and its territorial association. The issue will be taken up by the Russian Parliament. The Presidium of the Supreme Soviet of the Crimean Autonomous Republic made a declaration today that this is a new attempt to decide the fate of the Crimea without its participation. So the signature collecting for the petition has begun. Today, at the plenary session of the 5th Supreme Soviet meeting of the Ukraine, the issue of the situation in the Crimea was raised, and the presiding officer, the first deputy speaker of the Supreme Soviet, Vasily Durdinets, tried to calm the deputies and inform them that tomorrow in the Crimea, a group of representatives from the leadership of the parliament will meet with the representatives of the Crimean government, and that the session of this parliament will discuss the situation after their return. We are hearing appeals from this chamber more and more often about restricting television broadcasts, even closing Channel 1. Do you believe this is a serious problem, or is it possible that Channel 1 will be stopped in the Ukraine? It's true that many people's deputies have spoken here in this meeting hall and have expressed their alarm about the information which is coming from Central Television, which is naturally distorted information. I do not believe that today or tomorrow we will take some sort of decisions, but in the future they are not excluded. Measures, for example, to make Channel 1 a genuine Commonwealth channel. This is very important because this channel today is a Russian channel, and we receive very little information about the life and the processes which are occurring in other countries of the Commonwealth. And this is not so important, but when it concerns Ukraine, it is a genuine anti-Ukraine campaign, which is not for the benefit of either the Russian or Ukrainian peoples. So we want to cooperate in order to ensure that the information which is broadcast is objective, and so it can strengthen our Commonwealth. Information from Minsk: the Belarusian opposition is preparing for a referendum drive to disperse the current parliament. They believe that the republic needs a professional Supreme Soviet consisting of no more than 100 members chosen on a multi-party basis. The leader of the Belarusian opposition believes that the referendum and the new elections are not a goal in themselves, but only a step toward the serious reform of the entire system of government in Belarus. The presidents of Azerbaijan and Armenia, with the mediation by French diplomats, have agreed in Davos to create a so-called humanitarian corridor between Nagorno-Karabakh and the outside world. However, the question of when this corridor will be opened, no one knows, and many technical questions remain to be resolved. The president of the Azerbaijani Republic, Ayas Mutalibov, has denied rumors that Azerbaijan is prepared to accept UN forces for displacement in the conflict region of Nagorno-Karabakh. At the same time, according to press service reports, the president of Azerbaijan has sent about 200 Lebanese mercenaries. It is reported that military equipment formerly belonging to the Stepanakert division of the Soviet Army is being used in the attack on Sushi. Radio Nagorno-Karabakh is issuing appeals to the UN Security Council, all parliaments of the world and international organizations and the media. Today, we began receiving information that units of the Georgian Military Council have entered the Galsk region of Abkhazia and control the entire region. Today, from Sukhumi to Gavi, a group of deputies from the Supreme Soviet of Abkhazia left to meet with together with representatives of the law enforcement agencies. There is a session in Sukhumi today of the Supreme Soviet of Abkhazia. The one Abkhazian deputy asked whether the entrance of troops into the Galsk region of Abkhazia will destabilize the situation. The chairman of the Supreme Soviet of Abkhazia answered, "Perhaps to the contrary, this may calm the situation." At the same time, the president of the Abkhazian Supreme Soviet said that a deputies group will meet with representatives of the strike committee in an attempt to stop strikes of railroad and airline workers. There are also reports that the Sukhumi airport has opened again. From the Chronicle of Presidential Meetings today, to receive information directly from the source, including the results of the meeting by President Yeltsin in Great Britain, USA, and Canada, the president of the Russian Radio and Television Broadcasting Company, the editors of Izvestia, Komsomolskaya Pravda, Trud, and other newspapers met with President Yeltsin in the Kremlin today. In general, I can say that it seems to me that the results of the meetings of the trip are constructive, and answering a question today to a reporter from Nezavisimaya Gazeta, I said that I was met warmly and the people promised to give us money. The Russian president and the leaders of the mass media discussed the critical issues facing the Republic and the problems facing the mass media. In the Kremlin, Catherine Hall, today Russian President Boris Yeltsin received credentials of the ambassadors to the Russian Federation, of Nepal, Israel, Bahrain, China, Libya, Luxembourg, Saudi Arabia, Latvia, and Estonia. There has never been such a large collection of reporters at such a protocol event as presentation of credentials, but today was the first time that Boris Yeltsin has received credentials of foreign ambassadors as President of Russia. On February 11th, he will meet with the heads of all diplomatic missions in Moscow. In Paris, the weather is gloomy, but even this rainy and unpleasant weather does not drain the enthusiasm of Parisians as they await the visit of the Russian leader. Of course, some Parisians are interested, some are not. Can you tell me whose flag this is? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. This is somewhat shameful that this is the flag of Russia being flown for the arrival of the Russian president, who last time had to come in the back door to Paris and now receives a red carpet welcome. Perhaps this is the essence of the French, cautious and concerned mostly with themselves. This is a visit of the Russian president who was chosen democratically by its leaders. Last time he visited, he was congratulated with the results of the August coup, but only because he saved Gorbachev. Today, the time has come to correct the mistakes. People are prepared for cooperation, and we are looking for practical steps on the path of reform. So, therefore, the most attention is being given to economic affairs in this meeting, because the West understands quite well that the failure of reforms in Russia could have dire consequences for the entire world community. France supports Russia taking its place of dignity among the civilized and developed countries of the world. In the Swiss city of Davos, the concluding session of the World Economic Forum occurred today. For 6 days, the Davos Congress Center, carefully guarded by Swiss security forces, glimmered with the stars of the political and business worlds. Its participants heard firsthand from the participants of the events in the former Soviet Union, the members of the new Commonwealth. If the last meeting in Davos